Hello everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood techie BlueKit22, and in this video a full setup tutorial for Wickbot, the Discord bot. And before we begin, please subscribe to my channel, tap the like button to support me in the video, help more people see the video. Of course, tap the bell icon and select all videos to be notified each time I post a video. With that said, let's just jump straight into it. So first step is to create a server. So let's create a test server. Click create server, and here you can choose about anything. For the image, I'll just choose a random one from my gallery real quick here, and like that. If you see this server region thing, you can ignore that, because that's right now is per channel. Like in voice channel settings, you can access that. It's a new feature for Discord. Let's say Gabby's test server and create. Escape from that, and we got our server. So the first thing you want to do is set up all the roles and channels. So you're gonna need a channel such as logs, Wick logs. Although you don't really have to set that up. Wick will set that up on your own. So actually, no, okay, fine. Yeah, and you're gonna need a verification channel, which also will be generated by Wick, and then you're gonna need a couple of roles. Now, to set up roles, head over to roles in the server settings and add roles. Let's say owner. Oops, I missed one. Owner. Admins. Now mods. And as well as just adding a bot role and member role, because you're going to be needing to whitelist those in some of the whitelists on dashboard. So bots, and let's see, members. Oh, I keep misspelling that thing. So with that set up, you can now head over to dashboard and invite your bot. Invite Wickbot to start setting it up. So that's step 2 now. Step 2, invite Wick. Now let's see, since I'm already on dashboard, I'll just tap dashboard and it should show me out some servers, a list of servers, so I can, I think, wait, oh yeah, right here. It should, where, but oh yeah, right here, I see it right here. I'll tap on that, and now it will, it will now ask you to authorize the bot into your server. So let's quickly get through the authorization procedure. On this screen, you'll have to choose server, but for me it's already chosen, Gabby's test server, so yeah, I'll just do that. And then here it shows the permissions the bot needs. Here's a little trick: you can actually deselect those permissions if you want, but for this one you'll need all the permissions that it asks for, and the only one that it needs is administrator. So grant it and then authorize. In the next screen you'll be ask to complete a CAPTCHA. For some of you might not need to see the pictures, like these pictures won't pop up, but for some will. For me, as you can see, they did pop up, so I have to select boats. So let's select the boats real quick. That too. Okay, that's about it. And it's verified. Holy shit. Alright. Now, here's a little tip before we start setting up WickBot. So, as you can see here, Wick is a private message. Now, this QR code here is your one-way ticket back to your server if you lose access to your account, which is the owner of the server. In case you have like disabled your account or lost password or deleted the account altogether, and your account has been an owner to the server and you can't access it, you can use this QR code to get back on the server, as well as getting control of WickBot and help WickBot recognize you as the owner of the server through this QR code. Although I don't really know how to use it because I never had to use it before. So I'll make another video about this QR code later on when I learn more about it. So yeah. And here in the first message shows you, sends some links like, oh yeah, dashboard setup link, and then there's also manual setup link. So next thing to do is head over to your server, and as you can see in general, Wick has joined, and it has already the permissions that we gave Wick in the beginning. Now what you want to do is type in W exclamation mark setup. This will trigger automatic setup, which will quickly be done, and it's done in 2 seconds, although I think it was 4 actually. So yeah. So now that this setup is done, what you can do is head over to dashboard and adjust the settings, add roles, remove stuff, all that stuff. So let's get to it. Dashboard setup is the title of this server. And when you add WickBot, you'll be able to see this message pop up. And here you can see Wick has joined your server successfully, but it needs some of your commands and custom input. What should I do now? Okay, let's click proceed. Now let me just real quick switch to mobile mode here, so that dashboard would show up in a more appropriate manner. Currently it's in desktop mode. Okay, continue, authorize. It does me go through the authorization again, but okay. Oh, boom, I'm in. So okay, here on the top, as you can see, is your server information, like server, the shard number, owners list, the server picture of course, and also some kind of starboard thing there. And there's also 2 buttons here. One is a lock and the other is a magnifying glass. Now if you tap on the magnifying glass, you can do a sweep on your server. This will show you how safe your server really is. So let's do it right now to see what the bot says. Oh shit. 69% secure. Well then, Wick's Essentials. So yeah, this is the things that you have to do. You can just check in here and see which areas of your server or which settings are not safe. So for example, here on the top, the quant role isn't placed right under Wick's role. Your server is exposed to nuking. Wick can't monitor 5 roles. Anyone with these roles is 100% immune and safe from Wick dangerous roles. And then you can tap on that and see which roles are dangerous. And then there is also this, your server's verification level should be set at least to medium. Your server's explicit media content filter should be set to scanning content from all messages. We'll get to that later, so hit got it. Now the next thing, as you can see here, is the 60% and 40%. These are the tasks. You can tap on this little arrow here. It'll show you what you have to do and give these link kind of things where you can tap on and then go do it. But we won't use that. So first, stats. So let's go to roles. Here you can whitelist or set up some roles, such as quarantine role, which is already there. Admin roles. So admin roles would be admins, and I'll put owner. Oops. Owner. Now, moderator roles would be, let me just scroll a little bit here. There's mods. Then main roles. Main roles would be, let's say, those would be members and bots. So that's the role setup for this one. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to hit that save button when you're done. As you can see, success. Settings have been updated properly. Now, as you can see, under each this module, excuse me, is this these kind of icons. Like there's a bomb icon, an exclamation mark icon in a yellow triangle. You can tap on those and get additional information. And there's also a star there and a blue light bulb. And there's more like this. And you can get more information if you're getting confused or something. So another neat thing I want to show you guys. Wait a minute, before we get to that. Okay. Bots. Members. Save. Yeah. So that's that. Another neat trick that I wanted to show you was the quick access button. You can tap on this. It will give you a, right there. It will give you this drop down of the modules or categories, and then when you tap on, let's say, statics category, it will give you subcategories like roles, channels, and users. Let's go to channels. Now, here as you can see, the logs channel has been set and mod logs channel has been set. So, partnership channels, yes, we don't really have those on the server, so let's not You can add your partnership channel in this category here. Let's just set general here for now and click save. And let's click here and tap also, general. What the? That's not right. And there's also a place for verification channel, which we don't have, so you can put your verification channel here. But since I'm not really good at verification systems, I'm not gonna even get into that right now. But yeah, this is where you put your verification channel. And put, general here if I wanted to, which I will, and save. Now that your channels are set, what you want to do is head over to users. Now in users category there's a bit of a problem. When you enter someone's name here, it won't show up. Let's say I entered my Discord name and it didn't show up. No results found. But they gave me info that there's also this white search bar here. But yet again, nothing shows up when you search here as well. Let's click search. Oh, it worked. What? It says that Gabby has been added, but it doesn't really show up. Well, yeah. Next category, which is missed category, which roles, channels and users again. Let's go to roles. Here you have to set up all sorts of roles. As you can see, quarantine role is already there. The admin owner is there already, same as bots and members. So this gets automatically set up. So what we want to do is head over to this. Okay, mysterious is this one. You can ignore permit 1, which is I want Wick to always ignore commands issued by members with permit 1. I don't really know what permit 1 is, but I guess it's just the regular member roles or something. That's off, and I'm not gonna even change that. And then you can tap on moderation here. To set up moderation, you can actually this I would recommend turning off, because if you keep this on, you'll have to press a button to confirm that you want to ban someone, kick or warn or unban, etc. But if you want to do it with less hassle, then just turn this thing off. Now, so next thing, when using the ban command, I'd say leave it at 7 days to be purged, because that's pretty much the maximum limit of how old messages the bots can actually delete. It's any bot, any bot you use will be able to delete only messages that are only a week old, and that's it. Older than that, not happening. Now here, there's some sort of timeouts here, but I don't know what that's all about. I'm pretty sure that the timeout thing is for the new Discord timeout feature, which is implemented here. So let's Yes, I guess that it's that time feature. So let's set that to 15 minutes and click save. You can set to whatever you want. I wouldn't recommend tampering with these toggles, just leave them as they are. When using a moderation command, Wick will always DM and DM targeted regardless of the question mark DM parameter. Okay, yes, this you have to turn on, because if you don't, you'll have to add an extra parameter to your message. Like you won't be able to do like W exclamation mark warn and then provide the reason, and then you'll have to add a DM parameter on top of that. But with this on, you can just execute the command without the DM parameter. But the rest isn't really that important right now. So, next up will be whitelist. And there's spam, mentions, invite links, quarantine, and at everyone. So let's just, well, yeah. You really need to whitelist any spam channels unless you have a spam channel on your server. Then you can go to spam and whitelist those channels, roles, categories, whatever. So you can also whitelist members, roles, categories, channels, and webhooks. Well, webhooks are basically the same bots, but you can set them up yourself. You don't have to like use a bot. You can use a webhook instead. But these webhooks, they're not very reliable, so bots are better alternative to that. So let's set up channels. Let's say I want text, well, channels whitelisted. Let's say general and logs. I actually recommend whitelisting log channels, all log channels in spam filter, because sometimes when you actively update your server, create channels, roles, update category permissions, channel permissions, role permissions, and the bot logs all of it, it can get spammy, and Wickbot can punish the other bot, like quarantine it, mute it, disable its webhook partition, and screw everything up. So this is a good idea to put all log channels in this whitelisting here. So yeah, everything else pretty much stays as it is. So let's let it just disappear here, and then let's go to whitelist and mentions. Now, when it comes to mentions, a good thing is to whitelist announcement channels, where you would mention your announcement role or the at everyone role. So go to channels and just whitelist your channels that you want to use for mentions, like let's say general. And don't forget to save the settings by hitting the save button. You can also whitelist categories and webhooks. When it comes to webhooks, you can, I think this could also work with bots. When you whitelist some bots that can actually, mention certain roles, certain people, or, that kind of stuff. Then you can also whitelist roles. And here I recommend putting your admin roles, admins, and mod, and also the owner role, and save the settings. And pretty much everything else stays the same, because if you have a whole category or a webhook or a separate user that you want to whitelist, then you don't need to tamper with the other subcategories. So next up is whitelist and invite links. this is also dependent. If you don't want people to post invite links, then you don't really have to tamper with that, unless you want to kind of completely block out invite links from your server. So yeah, invite links. So in this category, you can also whitelist everything here. You can also whitelist themselves, like invite to your partner servers, invite to your own servers, to your friends' servers, and stuff like that. Your like favorite YouTuber servers, I don't know, any servers that you want to put in here. You can just whitelist those. Like that. You'll be able to whitelist them just like this. You won't be able to add the actual invite, but just the ID string of the server. And then you're probably gonna need to copy the ID string or something. I don't know. I haven't really whitelisted the one until now, and it just showed up there randomly. And you can whitelist channels where you want people to be able to post, which is general in this tutorial. And you can also whitelist your admin roles or whatever. To be able to post, let's say admins, and save. But if you don't want any of this, you can just remove, not whitelist anything, and the bot will just delete the invite links. Now, next up is whitelist and quarantine. Now, I've been told that without the quarantine role, that won't function for some reason, but I have removed quarantine role on a couple of my servers, and I don't really see any problem with the bot not functioning or malfunctioning. It actually works well, regardless of not having the quarantine role. So I think Wick support isn't completely right about what they were saying to me the other time. So here you can just whitelist members. So yeah, this will prevent these people from being quarantined. They'll be immune, I think. So let's move on to the next settings in whitelist, which is add everyone. Now this I wouldn't recommend really changing, because if you don't want people to ping everyone somewhere, then just don't change it. So yeah, but you can also whitelist all these things here. And the next thing that we're gonna set up is, okay, it's gonna take us to the home page now, as you can see, which is good. Now we got through this module through the whitelist module, and now we're stepping into this. We got also through the miscellaneous module, and now we're gonna step into the anti-nuke module. Let's hit general settings. Now you can also disable this if you don't need it, but I recommend keeping it on because it's safer. And prune detection also is a thing here, but it's premium, as you can see by that diamond on the corner there. And and quarantine is enabled. I actually recommend keeping quarantine system enabled, because if some people join or bots, the Wick bot will keep them contained, and they won't be able to harm your server, spam, raid, whatever. So yeah. And here's the permission, a setting that says how Wick react if someone unauthorized gives dangerous permissions to another member. I recommend keep that on, because this will prevent admins or mods to granting certain permissions to people or bots that shouldn't have these permissions. But there's one other thing that you should know. If you have, let's say, a zero bot on your server or any other bot that can provide separate auto roles for members and for bots, like bot role for bots and member role for members, and you have Wickbot with this permission or setting enabled, then that could be problematic, because if the bot role has the main administrator permissions, when zero will, for example, zero bot will grant the permission to, let's say, Dank Memer with the role, give the bot role to Dank Memer. For example, in my case this happened actually. Both Dank Memer and Zero got quarantined, even though they shouldn't have gotten quarantined, so that could be a bit of a problem there. But to explain it a little simpler, let's say you've got two bots. In my case it was Zero and Dank Memer, and I have a role, bot role, which has main administrator permissions, and I have Wickbot set up on my server with this particular setting enabled, and Zero is able to give two different auto roles to do different types of members and join, which are bots and members. So when a member joins, well, a bot joins the server, Zero will automatically give the bot role, which has the main administrator permission. And this will result in that bot that just joined, along with Zero bot, which gave the role, to both be quarantined. And you can use either a bot command or manually remove the quarantine role from those bots. But this can be very problematic if you have this kind of setup as me. But if you don't want it, then you can just toggle it off and it will just be off and won't bother you. So yeah, that's the regular settings here. Now, and triggers, because those have to be set up as well. There are kicks and bans, and there are role creations, role deletions, channel creations, channel deletions, webhook creations, webhook deletions, and emoji creations and deletions. But emoji creations and deletions, as well as the webhooks and channel detections, and of course channel deletions and well, pretty much everything here is premium. As you can see, you can't really do anything here because it's premium. As you can see, these three are premium, but there are premium features in each of these settings. But you don't really have to change them because they're actually pretty good by default. So next module, which is Auto-moderator. Let's go to General first. Now in General, you can set up these couple of settings here, like status, which is on/off. So you can enable or disable, and watch webhooks ability. And I recommend them both to be enabled, and these two, heat is a premium thing here, as you can see. And I recommend put it on. The bot will remove all the heat from the member, and it's going to be treated as a fresh new member. And there are also time mutes that you can set up. So the first mute has to be quite short, let's say 11 minutes. Well, let's say 11 minutes. and this one will be 60 minutes, and hit save. The other two under here are premium again. You can actually enable automatic server lockdown, which is a good thing. If you get kind of gets through the system, it starts spamming at everyone everywhere, and then Wick will shut the server down, will lock it down, so the admins can quickly handle the situation and unlock the server, thus saving the server from any damage or harm. So keep that on. You can customize how many mentions the person has to make for the lockdown to happen, and in how much time. But I recommend keeping this the same as it is, so hit the save button. So yeah, next module will be also next category will be filters. Now here you can customize the auto-moderator, so you can the auto mod, because you don't really want to keep the defaults here. Normal message, the first one, you can just set it, leave it as it is here. Similar message. Yeah, normal message, let's say 15% 1. Oh yeah. Oops. So yeah, similar message, suspicion. Now suspicion, you can set it either to mute or a warn, but mute. So you can also set it to kick and ban. Now if you don't want people to post invite links and you want punishments for that, you can set up a mute, let's say to 30 minutes, and hit save. And let's say for work websites also mute and set it to yeah, let's say 3 hours, 3 hours, hit save. Then malicious websites, which also has to be on mute because you don't want people posting malicious websites. Let's set that to 5 hours and save. Emojis. Well, you don't really need emoji filter because people just like posting emojis, so no need to limit that. Manage characters, new lines, algo, inactive channel. Now mentions. When it comes to mentions, it's a definite mute. So yeah. Let's say 8 hours. So yeah, hit save. And then you can also do the same by attachments and words blacklist. Now here it gets interesting. So the first thing here is for every blocked word, add a certain heat. Turn that on because you're gonna need it. The heat, now for every blacklisted word in the message, 100% is going to be added to a total heat of there, and then you can select either warn, mute, kick, or ban, or quarantine. I'll keep it on warned. And here you can select all these on, turn them all on. You're gonna need these. Use Wick's pre-made list of profane words. Use Wick's pre-made list of vulgar words. Well, vulgarity and everything. Use Wick's pre-made list of racist words. Turn these on. These will make your server much better if they're on and prevents these kind of words to be posted on your server. You can also create custom blacklist here. And down below you can also set how many things how long you want the mute to be. If you set it to mute, you can just set it, let's say, to 30 minutes or something. Well, actually, let's say 15 minutes. And done. Just hit the same button. With these modules enabled, here everything's set. You can also, oh crap. Yeah, with these categories set up, you'll be all good to go. Now let's have page to see the task bar. Ooh, 90%. Let's see what else. Oh yes, get everyone whitelist. Gotta manage that. I'll show you guys that as well. You can tap that link icon there and it's gonna take you to the whitelist. So let's see. Here you can supposedly whitelist people that you want to be able to mention. Well, okay. Let's whitelist roles like admins and owner to be able to mention everyone, because that could be useful, to be honest, for like urgent announcements. And the channel, well, let's say general, and then just save the settings. Or you can also whitelist separate people, but that's not really needed right now. So let's go to the home page and see if that's fixed. That's fixed. And it's done. As you can see, 100%. So the setup is 100% complete. So yeah. Now there you can also view on the dashboard here other things as well. You can also get some help, like from official documentation, official setup guide. And some of these links in the description below, including the support server. So yeah, this is the official setup. All these, yeah. I guess you gotta tap on these things. Yes, you gotta tap on, and you can open up like a drop down thing and everything. So Oh yeah, one more thing, I forgot. Now you're done with the dashboard, head back to your Discord app. The next thing you want to do settings, and head over, settings, and then go to roles, and role, and move it to the very top of the list. That way, you'll be able to ensure that we can manage all the roles below it. So yeah. So if let's say if somebody starts swing on server, the bot should react to it. Let's say if I say racist word. That didn't work. Let's try another one. Interesting. It's not working. Well, I'm the owner. So let's give myself the owner role and see what happens now. Still nothing. Looks like I might be immune to the bot since I'm the owner. But yeah, that's the whole setup. I hope this was helpful to you guys. And if you want more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video to support me and my channel, and of course check out the description. There's going to be my server, my other YouTube channel, and that server for that channel, and of course another server that I made recently. And under that you'll find all the links to Wigbot related stuff. So go check that out and enjoy the video. Enjoy my next videos. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. And see you in the next one. Peace out.